Hello Aquarius, welcome to another timeless general love reading. Please keep in mind it is general. It's definitely not going to resonate with everyone watching. Check your moon and rising sign. It's a good idea to check that even if it does resonate with you, as it just gives you a much bigger, more well-rounded view of the timeline. Now the timeline is 4 to 6 weeks, okay? It is timeless again. So if you see this 6 months from when I upload it, that's when you're meant to see it, especially if it resonates with you, because there's messages I've put out and 6 months after the fact, people have watched the video and it resonates with them at that point in time. So that's why I'm doing all timeless readings now as well. I don't want anybody to miss out on a message that's meant for them just because of the timeline. I want to thank everybody for viewing, liking, sharing, and subscribing, as well as those of you that have made any purchases in regards to private readings, emergency readings, paying for extendeds, purchasing my decks of cards, or any products that are in my store. Thank you so much, everybody. I truly appreciate that. I want to apologize, Aquarius, for this being late. This video should have come out last week. I gotta tell you, the month of September, it has not been about my schedule, that's for sure. My guides have been flipping me and flopping me and holding me back, and I've been exhausted this month. So I now know that I'm going through major up-leveling, major spiritual growths. I don't know where I'm headed, but I'm okay with it because I love what I do. So just know that this is a week late, so you will have another one in 3 weeks instead of 4, okay? Everybody else is on time because the videos that are supposed to come up this week, I will be starting those tomorrow and continuing them through to Friday. So they will be on time unless I get pushed back by my guides, but so far so good. Okay, I think that's everything I need to let you know about. Just waiting for my sign that I'm ready to start. There we go. Okay. First card out, Aquarius. Oh, by the way, this is Tarot Apocalypsis. Ooh, nice. The Wheel of Fortune. That's a perfect way to start. High Priestess. Wow. King of Swords. Okay, so this could be you showing up in your own reading here, Aquarius, because obviously you're an air sign. It could be your person. It would be another Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra, or it just could be the energy. I'm already feeling that it's just the energy, but we'll see as we go through. Camera has a mind of its own. 5 of Wands. Okay. Oh my goodness, the All Gifted. I want you to see this card up close. Look at the butterflies. They're absolutely beautiful. Her outfit, everything about the art on this is so beautiful. So beautiful. Now, I will get into the book to let you know what the All Gifted represents here. This is a special card in this deck, and it's in the center position. This is part of your overall energy combined with the bottom of the deck when we get to it. Oh my goodness, this is going to be an amazing reading. I can feel it already. 4 of Pentacles. Nice. Is that blurry? I think it is. There we go. 6 of Swords. 7 of Wands. Okay. And your final position. Wow, nice. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so bottom of the deck and part of your overall energy now. Oh, Three of Cups. Wow. Okay. So overall energy for this timeline. Three of Cups and the All Gifted. Wow. Okay, so let me take a look at your cards, get a feel for the energy coming through, as well as any messages, Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. First of all, your overall energy here, the All Gifted and the Three of Cups. The All Gifted, there really isn't a lot in the book. Basically, what the book talks about is, it says Pandora, which is who she is, because as you know, or maybe you don't know, Pandora in Greek mythology, the name Pandora actually means all gifted in Greek. And she received a lot of gifts from the gods, and including one of music from Apollo. But she also was someone that was very curious, okay? And so now that you know that, when I tell you what the book says about her, you'll understand it. So it says, all gifted, Pandora, the search, the question, the origin, the destiny. She who possesses all gifts. So you, for me, because of the messages that are coming through for your reading, this is all about, you might not feel curious, you might not think you have a curiosity, but at some point in time, I'm willing to bet you did, or you will have, okay? But you are going to be increasingly enlightened and gifted with an answer to your questions. You will understand where things began, where they started, where they're headed. Any and all of your questions are going to be answered. That is part of the overall energy of this timeline. Any uncertainty, any curiosity that you may have, ask the question of your guides or your angels. They will all be answered for you, okay? Now, Three of Cups, it's very much a card of celebration, happiness, joy. It's a very good feeling card. Now, I know a lot of readers look at the Three of Cups and immediately say, oh, it's a three-party situation. The Three of Cups to me in no way represents a three-party situation, because it's a very happy card. Three of Swords, maybe, yes, because it's heartbreak, but not the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is all about celebrating, having a reason to celebrate with friends and family, okay? Now, I do read the cards by book definition as well as intuitively, okay? So these cards are not the same as the regular tarot decks are. Their definition from the book, some of them, is very different from regular tarot. And that's why I love this deck so much, because it gives information that a regular tarot deck does not give, okay? So now, the Wheel of Fortune, your first position, this is where you're at-ish, okay? Because time doesn't exist in energy. Time is not an energy. Time is on a clock. Time is what we perceive moving forward as humans, okay? So that's why I say that's where you are-ish when you come into this timeline here. This is where you're headed, the Ace of Pentacles. And then, of course, here's the overall energy of the timeline here. All the other cards, it's like a journey you're taking from point A to point B. So the wheel means the same as all the other cards. It's all about, or the other decks, I'm sorry. It's all about luck, good fortune. And it doesn't mean financial fortune, although that's included, okay? It's not just financial fortune. It's everything. The wheel is turning in your favor as you come into this timeline. Things are likely being literally dropped in your lap. You don't know where they're coming from, how they're getting there. You're being gifted. Okay. You're going to be gifted. Okay, that's all. I guess we can move on. Next. No, I'm going to go through the cards for you, but you are going to be very gifted. You're going to be enlightened. Okay. The High Priestess, which is your next card. This is all about you having a connection spiritually and using your soul-based intuitive abilities to move through this timeline. You're going to be gifted. Again, it sits right above the all gifted. So this message that's coming through on that is you are going to be up-leveled. This is a very much a time for you for, you know, you don't, everybody else this month, it's funny, not everybody else, probably you are the last reading I'm doing for this timeline, and out of the 12 zodiacs, I think 9 are being shifted from 3D to 5D. You are so close. You don't have the card that tells me you are shifting, but with what's going on here and the messages that are coming through to me and the energy I'm getting doing your reading for you, you are, I'm willing to bet that your next reading in 3 weeks when I do it is going to have the card that states you're being shifted. You're being gifted with 5D ability. So do the work during this timeline of personal and spiritual growth, wherever and however you can, okay? Because you are being gifted here. You're being up-leveled. You're being enlightened. That's what the King of Swords represents. He's the god of wisdom in this deck. You are very much being enlightened. Now, the Five of Wands, this card in this deck, it represents you coming across something that's challenging to you, and what it does is it could possibly turn you around and take you back to a place of uncertainty after being in a place of stability for a prolonged period of time. Don't let anything do that, okay? And it feels to me like it's this grooming. It feels to me like you're being groomed for this 5D gift to be shifted into 5D. You're being groomed and guided. And it is going to be a very powerful time for you. It's going to be it's going to be amazing if you can open up to it and allow it. But if you're not quite there yet, it could feel very scary and very uncertain to you. And that being said, that's what can take you back a notch. Try not to let it. Know that you're just being gifted. You're being guided, groomed, and gifted. Oh, the 3 Gs. 4 of Pentacles. This is you becoming very guarded and very protective of yourself. You are defending yourself to the extreme, to the max, because you're allowing this to freak you out, so to speak. That can be avoided though. Ask the questions. This is right between these two. The All Gifted is flanked by 2 challenging cards, 2 cards that don't have exactly positive energies to them. They're negative energies. So ask if you're uncertain about something, if something is freaking you out, something is causing some anxiety or fear or negative emotion. Ask for help. Ask for the guidance. Ask for help moving through it in a positive way, because that's what you want to do. You don't want to let this move you backwards, okay? Because the 6 of Swords, this is you transitioning to that new phase. You are about to transition into 5D. And like I said, you don't have that card here yet, but that doesn't mean you're not headed in that direction. I'm positive you're going to have that card next time I do cards for you. So get ready for it, because it's a very special time. Very special time. The Seven of Wands here is, again, it's all about being very guarded. Standing your ground. Now, on one hand, that is a really good place to be, a good way to be. But in this situation, it's not. It's digging your heels in and refusing to shift. And did you hear the word shift? You are being shifted to 5D. You're not quite there yet, but you are on the precipice of being shifted to 5D. This is you digging your heels in and saying, I'm not going. I don't like how this looks. I don't like how it feels. This is scaring the living bejesus out of me. This is freaky. Ask for help. Ask for the guidance. Ask your guides to tell you what in the heck is going on. Don't allow your ego-based emotions to keep you from this, because you do want to go here. You do. It's going to be amazing. Absolutely amazing. But this is you working up to that place, okay? So make it easy on yourself and just go with the flow. Because you're headed to something new, something brand new. With the Ace of Pentacles here, this is a gift. And like I said, the other readings, I think 9 of them, got the card that said they are being gifted with a shift into 5D. That's the reward. That is the reward from Spirit for all the work you've done on yourself, all the personal and spiritual growth work that you've been doing. Any pain and suffering that you've had up to this point, you've worked so hard to get here. This is what we've been working for. This is what we've been striving for, this growth, this shift, this movement into upper dimensions and becoming multi-dimensional beings. Please don't let your ego hold you back. And I know how most people define ego. That's not the way I'm using it. When I say ego, it's 3D, your 3D self, your human self, which functions from a place or a base of ego. Your 5D self, when you become 5D, that's spiritual. That's your soul guiding you. Spirit guiding you, not your ego. You still have an ego. Ego keeps us safe, but so does spirit and your soul. But it's about making a shift out of a way of thinking into a new way of thinking and being. So you're going to be asked to move from a human being way of thinking and feeling into a spiritual being, a way of thinking and feeling from a spiritual level. And guess what? You're going to like it. You're going to be so happy. It's going to feel so amazing. So amazing. You know, I really don't have to clarify anything, just like the others. It pretty much tells the story. But you are about to be gifted. You are being gifted now with the prep work or the grooming that's going to take you to that shift to 5D. Wow. Okay, I want to get an oracle card from the Synchronicity Oracle deck and one from the Just Ask Oracle deck. So let's, whoa. Okay, this one flipped. I'm not taking it because I want them to fall out. But look at this. Now, if you've been watching my other videos, you know that this is a message I've been getting, that a lot of us are in the eye of the storm, so to speak, which is kind of what this is saying. It's not an eye, but it's a calm, because that's where we are. We're in a calm before a storm. Bottom of the deck. Everything's moving at twice the speed. I don't know if you feel it. You should be able to sense that. I know I do. Okay, so since I don't take any more than 3 cards, but these all kind of fell out at different times, I'm guessing that Spirit wants you to have all of them. So, first one is holiday. This is a time, now being in the eye of the storm or the calm before the storm. Now, if you haven't watched my other videos, what that means is there's a hurricane taking place right now down in the United States. And if you want to take a look at a hurricane or a tornado, they spin. Okay? So when you come in this side of it, it's going to the left or the past. It's facing the past. Anything facing the left in tarot is the past. Anything facing this way is the future. The eye of the storm is your present situation. You moving into the first part of the storm, that's your past. That's where you're coming from. And that storm likely wasn't a good storm for any of you. That would be the pain, the suffering, the growth, the awakening, the dark night of the soul periods that you've gone through. It's been brutal. And that's why I say don't dig your heels in, because this is taking you from that storm. You're now in the eye of the storm, which is a very calm, peaceful place to be. And it's all about relaxing. And I think that's what this card is talking about. It's more of just a, I had the word. Spirit gave me the word. Now it's gone. It's symbolic of just relaxing. Using this time to meditate, heal yourself, go through whatever spiritual growth processes you want to go through, because you're only going to better yourself that way, right? But take it easy, because now that storm, I wanted to make it clear to you that as that storm goes around and you're in the center, when you move through that next storm that you're coming up against, it's now going to the future. It's going to grab you and catapult you into your future, towards your destiny. Not into your future, but you know what I mean. It's going to move you. The wheel is turning, right? It's turning. It's going to catapult you toward your destiny. But this storm is not going to be a painful one if we don't fight it, if we allow it, if we allow the movement forward and the shift into 5D. It's going to be beautiful. This is going to be everything you've asked for, everything you've been dreaming of, everything you've hoped for and wanted. It's going to be abundance, spiritual abundance, soulful abundance, knowledge, clarity, finances, love, happiness, everything. It's everything. Please don't fight this. It's for your highest good, and it's time. Out with the old ways of thinking and feeling and being and doing. Tens are completion, they're endings, they're also new beginnings. And you have the Ace of Pentacles down here. This is all about new beginnings for you. That's where you're headed. Okay. Communication needed. Some of you need to communicate either to your person, someone, or someone needs to communicate to you. This is ongoing, especially in the twin community, twin flame community. There's a lot of this back and forth stuff. And you know, the saddest part of that is that it's back and forth and it's hurtful. There's always pain. And it comes down to just a lack, it's either a lack of communication or misunderstood communication. So if it's you that needs to communicate with your person, go ahead and do it. This is your guidance to do it. If they need to communicate with you, then this is the time that they're going to come through. You're being guided. You're being divinely guided. That is a given. There's no question in my mind. You are absolutely being divinely guided. You've got the Wheel, the High Priestess, the All-Gifted. You're moving forward and you're being guided. Pay attention to your dreams. They're going to reveal a lot of answers for you. And when I started going through this Eye of the Storm thing, it was about, well, probably around the beginning of September, maybe the end of August. My dreams were unbelievably different. Unbelievably different. You will have people that you don't expect in your dreams, situations that you could only ever imagine. Some of them you couldn't even imagine, but they're going to have messages in them. Don't panic. If you wake up and you know you dreamt, but now you can't suddenly remember the dream, it's not a message that you need to remember. It maybe was a subconscious download, okay? If you're meant to get the message from a dream, if you're meant to have a message in a dream, you will remember it. They're going to make sure you remember it, because that's how it works. So a card from the Just Ask Oracle. Okay, angels, what else can we tell Aquarius about their shifting and forward movement? Please and thank you. Oh, thank you. Aries got this. They didn't get this card, but this was their message too. Dream big. See, a time for rest. You're in the eye of the storm. This is a calm before the next storm, but the next storm is not a bad storm. It's a good storm. It's going to pick you up and catapult you, like I said, towards your destiny. Everything that you've ever wanted. Dream big. Your wishes are about to come true, Aquarius. Wow. I hope you can feel the energy that I'm feeling right here in your reading, because it is fabulous. It's unbelievable. No more pain. If you can work your way through this, 5 of Wands and 7 of Wands, you got it made. And you've got this. After everything you've been through, everything you've had to work on and work through to get to this place, this is a piece of cake. It's a cakewalk for you, Aquarius. It's going to be a cakewalk. You've got this. This is your overall energy here. This is a big message for you. Ask for guidance. Ask for the help. And you can do that in the extended too, if you like. If you would like to know what it is you need to do, be, think, and or feel to get yourself from point A to point B and skip through all this. Well, you can't. Well, yes, you can skip through it, because this is brought on by you. This is about your negative, egoic emotions that are trying to steer you. The 5 of Wands, the 4 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Wands. If you want help from your guides to move through this energy so that you can have all the good energy that's coming your way and make it so much easier for you to shift into 5D, click the link below. We'll go into the website. We will ask that question, get some cards, figure this out for you so you can move into what you've worked so hard to move into. Those of you that are going into the extended, I'll see you over there. Those of you who aren't, I love you guys. I'll see you next time.